Hi there. It is Wednesday at 7 o'clock. How are you? My name is Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I'm ready to go. Are you? So, for tonight, there's a couple things I want to remind you about. For one, I get the new retiring list March 24th, which is next Wednesday. So I will be looking through it, getting ready for my BOGO sale, and doing all the announcements for it. So you will be ready to go. If you don't know what the BOGO sale is, so the BOGO sale is, the BOGO sale is you commit to, all right, so I have a whole stack of retiring stuff. You say you pick $100 worth of retiring stuff. So what you do with that is you commit to buying $100 of new stuff and you get the retiring stuff for free. So that's how BOGO works. That will be in the end of May. No, sorry. That was the old calendar. The new schedule is May 3rd for the new catalog. So that will go the week before, which is, I believe, April 24th. Sorry. So, hey Lise, how are you? One other thing I do want to remind you about is the retiring colors in colors are definitely going. I already know that. Let's see. I have them on the table, so I'm going to flip around so you can physically see them, and then I can tell you what they are, and then we'll get to creating. So hold on a second. Okay, so, all right, so the in colors that are definitely retiring on top here, Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, and Purple Posy. So, I did get notification already that Rococo Rose is out of stock until probably for a couple weeks until they get more in. But I will tell you, I put in an order this morning, and thanks, Barb, and thank you. I'm glad you're here. So I have to tell you, the Rococo Rose, I did order one extra pack of it before it went out because I just had that feeling. So I do have one pack coming that I do not have a plan for. So if somebody needs it, it is there. Okay? So without anything else, I am going to cover you up for a half a second and put you in the holder so we can get to creating. So hold on just a half a sec. I didn't want you to get dizzy or anything, you know. So let's see how good I can do this tonight. I've already lined everything up, so hopefully, magic. Yay. Okay. I'm getting better at that, you guys. All right, so let me refresh some pages and get things going for you. So for tonight, we are doing what I'm calling a spring shaker card. But it is also an interesting card because there's no stamping. I know, interesting, right? Not usually what happens, but hey. So, kind of cool. Hey, Serene, how are you, hun? So, all right, so for tonight, if you comment by Friday, which I'm assuming will be by Friday because you're on with me, you will get the instructions emailed to you for the card that's shown. The card that's shown. This is a shaker card with the mason jar shaker dome. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be creating tonight. I think I'm going to put a few more flowers for the next one, but hey, basically yes. And then if you order $50 or more in product with the proper host code, T7S, B as in boy, T as in Tom, F as in firefighter, D as in dog, N as in Nancy. So, hey Iris, how are you? If you order with that host code 50 or more, then you will get all the materials to make said card. Yay, right? And this is a great one because it's all punch out. So you will only need the marker You will only need adhesive, and you will only need no stamps. No stamps, just the marker. I know, crazy, right? So, how much more postage needed? A bit, because it's wider than the 1/4 inch or whatever it is through their little slot. It is considered a package instead, so this is a good gift bag card, or if you want to put it in with a box or something like that, this is not a good alone card. We'll just say that, okay? If that makes sense at all. So, alrighty, so we're gonna get to going on this, shall we? Okay, so, let's see here. So, if we want to put inside words, the coordinating stamps so with the paper is Art Gallery. So if you want to, congratulations, happy birthday, or for today, happy St. Patty's Day. Good luck, right? Yes, that would be a good one, huh? Sorry, thank you, best wishes, you are lovely, I'm thinking of you. And I read them because they're small. And I don't know about you, but sometimes my eyes don't work so well. Use 2 stamps. All right, got it. So, we're going to get to going. So, I wanted to show you. So, let's get to the bottom of this pile first. Okay. So, I have here a piece of thick, basic white. Yes, I've fully transitioned now. And it is cut with your paper trimmer 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. We are bending with the valley side on the outside, or the bumps get folded in the middle, okay? I already have cut a piece of Coastal Cabana. This is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So there's one mat. That's your outer mat is what I'm calling that. Thank you to explain. Appreciate the explaining of how I got the butter. Ah, okay, got it. Okay, so then we've got the Fine Art 12 by 12 designer series paper, and I will show you the rest of the sheet, but I love this texture that's on here. So this is going to be the one that's punched out. Okay, and then we've got our holiday rhinestones. And no, they're not exactly the right color, but that pool party is darn close because this is got various shades, so it should be okay. Then we've got some mini dimensionals. I've got our mason jar shaker domes. I've got sequins for everything. I've got glue dots here. I've got the small blooms punch. I've got the jar punch. And last but not least, this is the other side of that very nice textured, stuccoed, gessoed? I'm trying to think of the word for what this is. Anyways, it reminds me of when I was younger. So if anybody has gone on my YouTube page and seen the picture that's like the banner picture, the profile pic, that's actually my grandma and I. That was the first time I had ever stepped foot into a studio, which happened to be hers, and it was the first time I had crafted with instruction. So it's in the blood, right? But it just reminds me of the texture because she used to do a ton of oil paintings and whatnot, and the texture of this paper reminds me of her because she did true oil painting, not acrylic oil painting, and there's much texture, and oftentimes you would take tools that look like miniature trowels, I don't know what they're called, and create depth and texture. So this is what this reminds me of. So, you know, tribute to grandma, right? So on the other side of this though, look how gorgeous this is, right? So this paper, actually by our designers, we had a designer that actually did oil painting for this specific stack of designer series paper. So this actually is a copy of, a very good copy of, an oil painting, for lack of better terms. So just a little bit of history for you. So Sequins for everything. This came out when we had our stamp that was the big, huge tree. That was last year, I believe. The tree has gone away, but the sequins are still here. So when you get this pack, you get various colors in each pocket. And what I love about, what I love about it is you've got some green, you've got some red, you've got some orangey, and you've got some gold. So a lot of different things you can do with this, like New Year's, like Valentine's Day, like July 4th patriotic. You know, I could see that going in as a shaker card with fireworks, right? Jack-o'-lanterns and that kind of thing. And then of course, you know, the green for vases and flowers and St. Patty's Day and spring in general, and oh my gosh, on and on and on and on it goes, right? So, all right, so before I run out of breath, like that's ever happened, right? So these are the mason jar shaker domes, which we are using tonight. There's 10 in a box. We're not using all 10, don't worry. I only have you for about a half hour. So don't think that you're gonna be here all night. So these are kind of cool. I'm just gonna pull one off here and put the rest in the box. So these are kind of cool in the sense that they have sticker paper, for lack of better terms, on them. And what you do is you can peel off the front and the back, so when you're doing a shaker card, it sticks to the paper as well as to your base. So kind of cool, right? So shall we get started? I hope so. So I'm grabbing my card base. Let me move some things. I'm grabbing my card base and I'm gluing that sucker on. We're already done with that, right? No, I'm just teasing. But what I am going to do is glue it on because I want everything lined up so I can get those stems drawn, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I am lining this one up here. Okay. And off to the races it goes to the back side. All right, then we're going to create our hole. So the tip on this is push it up as far as you can and then center it side to side. And how do you do that? You look and see how much is on either side. If you want to measure it, go for it, but I'm going to eyeball it, of course, right? Now, when you're doing punches, if you squeeze about halfway down, there's a stopping point, and that makes it so your paper might have a tiny bit of an indent, but you can see if it's straight or not, and it's not going to punch it, and it's not going to wiggle. So it's kind of cool. You'll understand there's a sweet spot to it, basically. So I'm going to punch this guy out. Always use your punches upside down, unless of course you can't. There's a couple that you can't. The detailed trio punch is designed to use flat on your paper. Now, I did not have a use for this jar. I had not planned on one, but we're gonna leave it there just in case, right? Because I'm thinking I might want to glue it in the middle. So, but we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, it's going in the pile. You know how it is. All right, so I'm grabbing here. And I'm grabbing my shaker dome. Thank you. It is pretty. That's why we're gonna make it, right? And I realized that my thumbnail is still orange. I ate an orange earlier, and the cuties are really good, by the way, but they often leave my fingers a little bit on the tinge of orange side, huh? All right, so I'm leaving this over. See how I peeled it off on the front side? And look. All fixed, right? All done. Yay. So now I'm putting this on here. I'm not gluing it. And I'm grabbing my marker, Coastal Cabana marker. Now, if you don't have the markers, but you have the ink pad, what you need to do is grab your blender pen and just dip it in there and draw some. It'll be fine, okay? So I'm grabbing my brush side, my brush tip. Never open a marker over your project. Here's why. Especially with the blends, the alcohol ones, if you haven't used it for a while, sometimes they tend to have some droplets. We'll just say, okay? So I'm gonna line this up and I'm gonna kind of go, yep, that's about where I need to be. And I'm just going to draw some stems. It doesn't matter how far I go. because guess what? It's going to be covered, right? So all I'm doing is drawing my stems, and then I'm coming out here and I'm continuing them for as high as I want them to, that you're going to have some flowers on them, right? So keep your wrist a little bit loose so you can easily draw like a fluid stem-like kind of line, okay? It's best if your wrist is a little floppy instead of holding that pen, okay? So this obviously isn't glued, right? Okay. So now I'm opening up my infamous sequence. Wish me luck, wish me luck. All right, and then I'm gonna flip this guy over. I have not peeled the stickies off, right? So I needed about 3 pinches for the other one. Hopefully I don't have as much static as I had earlier because I sat here for a while last time. So let's see here. We will get there, we will get there. So yeah, I'm gonna do about 2.5, like one smaller one. So you see all the colors in there? Isn't that gorgeous? The deep greens, the lighter, I mean, it's just pretty. What a perfect project for St. Patty's. Now we did the overalls and the leprechauns and all that last time because I wanted you to have a chance to be able to use it if you needed to, you know? So that's the whole idea here. All right, so now, how do you get this over here, John? Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna cover here and I'm gonna flip, okay? And I'm gonna line this up just like that and hopefully get that one off, but hey, oh well. And I'm gonna pull this off, keeping my fingers on that because I do not want my paper to pop up on me and then all my sequins are everywhere, right? So what I'm trying to do is put them in a nice, neat little pile right in the middle of where that jar is gonna be, right? Let's hope. Not quite there, almost. So what I'm gonna do, keeping my fingers on that, I am peeling the back, and you're like, but wait, you haven't glued all the rest of your card. I know. I'm gonna throw some glue dots underneath it afterwards. It'll be okay, I promise. So now I am, because I haven't put glue on the rest of my card, it gives me some flexibility on being able to move. And then I'm gonna glue this down. And then all my sequins are nice and neat inside that little jar. So, are those flat back white? All right, Iris, you got to give me a little bit more than that. I don't know, because I don't remember what I was saying necessarily. Are those flat back white? All right, tell me again, hun. I don't know. All right, so I'm grabbing my glue dots and I'm just doing like the 4 corners here. I'm just gonna stick down. Like I said, if you need more than that, you are more than welcome to glue it ahead of time, but I wanted to have that wiggle room. So that was more important to me, to make sure it was straight than dealing with all the other, okay? So we've got that going on. I'm gonna do one more on this side, and then if something pops up, I'll deal with it, but you know, close enough, right? Yeah, I might have right here. I might stick one more down. I'm getting to the end of my roll. So, question. The sequins, are those flat back white? No, they are green and they are white and they are, well, let's see, the pack looks like this. So this is the sequins for everything we were talking about the other day. And there's 4 colors that come in a box. So I hope that answers it. If not, tell me again. Sometimes it takes me a minute. So, All right, so let's hope and pray that's good enough. We will see, won't we? All right, so I figured out what I'm gonna do with my jar. I'm gonna do a punch of a couple of the flowers. So I'm grabbing here and I'm trying to get color in my flowers. Let's see, can I get, nope, that's it. So on that goes. And then on here, I need 5, right? So I'm grabbing here and I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay, 3. And then, oh, that one's pretty too, because it has yellow in it. So I'm just trying to get some different colors and some different texture. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. So now I'm gonna grab my mini dimensionals. And I got 5 of these, so I don't have enough fingers. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna do 3 of them. I'm gonna flip this one over and do the other 2 and we'll be just fine. I'm almost done with this sheet. Don't forget, when you have these sheets, snip your borders too, because that's as good as the middles. Okay? Don't waste at all. So, alrighty. So what I want to do though, is I'm gonna flip all these guys over, and here's the reason why. Because if I have a lot of yellow, I don't want those next to each other. So I'm just kind of putting them in an order that I want, so that way they look the part, right? So, all right, so now we're gonna grab here, turn, tuck, do whatever you need to do so it makes it look great. Now, normally I would tell you grab a stylus, do this, do that. Oh, I want that pink showing. But because these are so small, they don't really puff up. So not really necessary to do a bunch of the fluff, shall we say. It's not really white, hun. It's more of like a yellowish, very washed out green. So, okay, it might look white on the camera, but it's more of a very, 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 very light mint macaron kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna grab here, and I'm gonna grab here, maybe. If you're having trouble peeling these boogers off, which sometimes I do, you can grab your thumbnail and push in the middle and get them going. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, what colors do I need, right? So this one, because it has lighter on it, I think I'm gonna do Pool Party. And then this one has a tiny bit of green to it. So I think I'm gonna grab the green out of this. And I'm just kind of picking and choosing, right? So, let's see here. That one, I guess we'll do the red, I don't know. Okay, and if you don't like different colors, don't do different colors. It's just that simple, okay? So let's see. That one I need to slide over just a touch. And it'll be just fine. 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 colors. Okay. So I guess we'll do another of the Pool Party. And that is my card, you guys. What do you think? You think they're dual colored front and back? Oh, no, they're solid color. It's just a various range of colors. So let's pull, shall we? So the pieces are all the same color per piece. So there's dark green and there's different material too. So like this is like a dyed green window sheet. This is more of like a metallic sequins like you would find on like the ornaments, the puff ornaments that grandma used to make in the 70s. I don't know about you, but hey, these are really, really light green, just like plastic little discs kind of thing. And then are these hexagons? Anyways, and there's all different colors that are in there. So it's really easy to match As long as it's some kind of blue or some kind of green, it would kind of go, right? So kind of cool. Not fun to put back in the container, but they are dyed all the way through or painted all the way through, or however you want to say it. And some are see-through like a window sheet, and some are metallic, and some are just like a plastic. So come off. Come off. I don't know if it will. Nope, that one still is on me. So I'm gonna have to see if I can. All right, we're gonna cap that and go. So that is the sequins. Those are awesome. The little pockets don't look like much, but I've done probably like 5 shaker cards with this green, and I'm just now getting to where it's like under half. So there's quite a few pinches in each one, so don't be shy. And it's a good little, like, if you need to have different colors, it's a good product. So this is the card for tonight. This was the sample one. Let me get those out of camera. Try to get the trash out of the way, right? So thanks for joining me. Again, please comment. I will send you the instructions as long as you comment by Friday at midnight. Let's see, what else? Lisa, thank you for the card. I will be posting it. I got it this afternoon. Thank you. If you guys don't know, my birthday's on Monday. Not to guilt anybody at all, but she sent me a birthday card. So thank you, hun. Made my day. What book? That's a darn good question, hun. If anything, it'd be in the annual catalog, but honestly, I've been searching more and more online, so I'd have to look and see. I'm not sure. But it's Sequins for Everything is the name of it. So, alrighty. So, yes, she is on it. Lisa always is on it. So, which is why I already started my Christmas cards, because I wasn't going to not have them this year. I think I have 52 done. So, there we go. We are playing the game. Alrighty, so thank you so much for joining me. Have a great evening, and follow me, stampinwithjohnny.com. Remember about the bonus. If you want the materials, place a $50 order with that code. If you're on my team and place a $50 order to stay current, or just to do a $50 order, tell me, and you'll still get the materials. Also, I almost forgot. Today is free shipping day. So up until 10 o'clock, because it's 11 o'clock Mountain Time, you will get free shipping on any order over 50. So that is a corporate thing, not me. So if you come at me tomorrow morning and say, hey, about the free shipping, I can't help you. So let me know tonight. Not a problem. I'm going to stay open for about an extra hour. So let me know by about 8:30, 9 o'clock if you want in on that. So thanks so much for joining me. Stampinwithjohnny.com. Have a great evening and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.